New scientific experiments are still being unpacked from the newly arrived SpaceX Dragon resupply ship. The 7 Expedition 67 crew members also ensured that the International Space Station remained in excellent condition as it orbited Earth. So stay tuned to find out all this inside information along with other need-to-know SpaceX news. Firstly, SpaceX scientists have recently started unpacking experiments from the company's Dragon ship. Here's what you need to know. New scientific experiments are still being unpacked from the newly arrived SpaceX Dragon resupply ship. The 7 Expedition 67 crew members also ensured that the International Space Station, aka the ISS, remained in excellent condition as it orbited Earth. The Dragon spacecraft, which launched from NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida on a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket at night on July 14th and autonomously docked to forward-facing port of the station's Harmony module on July 16th, while the ISS was traveling more than 267 miles over the South Atlantic Ocean. Now, NASA astronauts Jessica Watkins and Bob Hines spent the majority of July 18th unloading some of the 5,800 pounds of crew supplies and science experiments delivered inside the Dragon cargo craft. Flight engineers transferred time-critical research samples into the orbital lab to begin investigating a variety of space phenomena that will benefit humans both on and off the planet. A human immune system study, a protein production investigation, and a cancer treatment experiment are among just a few of the new experiments. Now, NASA flight engineer Kjell Lindgren assisted Watkins and Hines in moving science freezers inside Dragon to gain access to cargo pallets. Lindgren also tended to hydroponic and aeroponic radishes and Amazona greens for the X-Root space botany study. Samantha Cristoforetti, an ESA or European Space Agency astronaut, tested computer connections inside the European Physiology module, which supports neuroscientific, cardiovascular, and physiological investigations inside the Columbus Laboratory module. The station's 3 cosmonauts were primarily responsible for life support maintenance. Russian ventilation systems were serviced by Commander Oleg Artemiev and flight engineer Denis Medvedev, who replaced vents and filters. Sergei Korsakov, a flight engineer, performed orbital plumbing duties inside the Nauka multi-purpose laboratory module. Next, speaking of SpaceX, the company has recently broken its very own record for the number of launches into space in a single year. Elon Musk's popular yet private space company SpaceX recently broke its own record for the number of launches that have taken place within a single calendar year. And even more impressively, 2022 isn't even halfway over. Now, the company only recently completed its 32nd successful launch of the year, surpassing last year's 31 successful launches. Whether you like it or not, SpaceX's high rate of space launches is impressive. Now, on July 22nd, the company successfully launched 46 Starlink satellites into low Earth orbit aboard its Falcon 9 reusable rocket from Space Launch Complex 4 in California. This is SpaceX's 32nd successful launch of 2022, breaking its previous record of 31 in 2021. And there's still 5 more months left in the year, a true first for SpaceX and any launch provider, and a real accomplishment for Musk and space travel as a whole. According to various reports, the launch on Friday was originally scheduled for a day earlier, but was canceled after the Falcon 9 computer detected an anomalous reading just seconds before liftoff. Following an investigation, SpaceX proceeded with the launch the next day. With a total network of 42,000 satellites in low Earth orbit, SpaceX's Starlink constellation aims to bring insanely high-speed broadband internet to the entire world. According to SpaceX, the recent launch expanded Starlink service to over 36 countries, including Luxembourg, St. Martin, St. Bartholomew, and then, just a couple of days later, the company launched an additional 53 Starlink satellites into orbit, adding another successful launch to SpaceX's remarkable 2022 run. In total, the constellation has approximately 2,660 operational satellites, making the company, which was founded in 2002, a massive force to be reckoned with in the commercial space industry. Now, not everything has been going to plan. The billionaire CEO recently experienced a major setback after one of his rockets exploded. Here's all the inside details. Elon Musk's plans to send the human race to Mars has recently been derailed after an explosion occurred during testing. A component of a Tesla billionaire Elon Musk SpaceX Starship appeared to explode on video at a launch facility in Texas. The spacecraft engineering firm is preparing the rocket for its first orbital launch, which Musk hoped to have ready by the end of this month. When the explosion occurred, NASA spaceflight was live streaming. Wow! Shocked commentators could be heard saying several times. Musk then responded to the video on Twitter saying, "Yeah, actually not good. The team is assessing the damage." After it was questioned whether the firing was intentional, he allegedly told another user that the booster engine was testing, and that tweet was later removed. According to Space.com, the Starship system consists of the Super Heavy and a 50-meter kilometer-tall upper-stage spacecraft. Now, Starship is a fully reusable transportation system to design carry both crew and cargo to Earth orbit, the Moon, Mars, and beyond, according to SpaceX website. Now, there have already been several delays in carrying out the orbital test, and there could be more to come in the near future. However, we have a strong feeling that the richest man on the planet will make this happen. In fact, Musk's long-term goal is to land humans on Mars using the Starship. Musk confirmed his plan to build 1,000+ starships to transport life to Mars in a tweet last month, essentially modern Noah's Ark. In a recent interview, he stated that the goal of sending 1 million people to establish a colony would be met by 2050. He did warn that life on Mars would be not luxurious at first and would be hard work, but still amazing nonetheless. In other SpaceX news, the renowned space company is actively fighting potential changes, including a massive 5G plan. SpaceX is fighting a potential regulatory change, claiming that it will cripple the company's Starlink satellite internet business. The potential change concerns the 12 GHz frequency band, which is used by SpaceX's Starlink spacecraft and many other satellites to transmit data to the ground. According to online sources, the U.S. Federal Communications Commission, FCC, began considering opening up the band for widespread terrestrial use early last year. Dish Network has entered the fray, proposing to use the 12 GHz band for its new 5G network. But SpaceX is not pleased with this idea, claiming that its implementation would irreparably harm Starlink and other current 12 GHz users. According to SpaceX research, if the 12 GHz band were opened up for 5G use, Starlink customers would experience interference about 80% of the time. There is no service that anyone would use where you would get blocked and outages 80% of the time, he says. Dish and other organizations have disputed such figures, claiming that they are part of disinformation campaign waged by SpaceX against the 5G plan. SpaceX has been fighting the proposed 12 GHz rule change on several fronts. It has, for example, submitted multiple documents to the FCC outlining the anticipated ramifications. Finally, SpaceX and Tesla CEO Elon Musk has been bound in controversy following accusations that he had an affair with the Google co-founder's wife. According to a new report, billionaire Elon Musk's friendship with wealthy Google co-founder, aka Sergey Brin, has been completely shattered after the Tesla CEO allegedly had an affair with his wife, Nicole Shanahan. And according to the Wall Street Journal, Musk's alleged affair with Ms. Shanahan occurred in December of last year at the Art Basel in Miami. According to those familiar with the situation, Musk, the world's richest man, even went as far as to drop his knees while they were at a party and beg Brin for forgiveness. Several weeks after Brin learned of the alleged encounter, the couple filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. Brin, who has a daughter with Ms. Shanahan, has requested joint custody in his divorce petition. Ms. Shanahan's lawyer expressed hope that the couple can move forward with dignity, honesty, and harmony. Although he is the richest person alive today and seems to have an abundance of children, Tesla's founder has a total of 10 children, including 6 with his ex-wife, Justine Wilson. One of those children died at the age of 10 weeks from sudden infant death syndrome. Mr. Musk has also had 2 children with Canadian singer Grimes, one of whom was born through surrogacy. Mr. Musk confirmed earlier this month that he and Neuralink director of operations Siobhan Zillis had twins in November of 2021, just weeks before Grimes gave birth to their second child. Now in response, Elon Musk has denied having any kind of an affair with Nicole and Shanahan, the wife of wealthy Google co-founder Sergey Brin, accusing the Wall Street Journal of running hit pieces on him and Tesla. The CEO of the electric car maker tweeted on Monday that the affair claim was total BS, adding that he and Brin remain friends. Various online sources claimed that over the weekend, citing unnamed sources, that Musk had a brief affair with Shanahan in December 2021. The affair, according to the paper, prompted Brin to file for divorce from Shanahan in January, effectively ending the tech billionaire's long friendship. Following the immense backlash he has received online, Musk tweeted that he was at a party with Brin and that there was nothing romantic between him and Shanahan. A lawyer and research fellow at Codex, a Stanford University-based organization dedicated to using technology to improve legal processes. She also happens to be the president of a foundation dedicated to criminal justice reform, women's reproductive longevity, and climate science. Musk later tweeted that the paper should publish stories that actually matter to their readers and have solid factual basis. And there you have it. Thanks for watching.